Hey everybody, I'm Lindsay from Artsy-Fartsy and today I'm going to show you how to convert this Epson EcoTank printer into a sublimation printer using Hiipoo sublimation inks. You can convert almost any Epson EcoTank printer into a sublimation printer as long as it's brand new. Used printers can be converted, but they require you to clean out the old printer ink, and I'm not sure how to do that, but there are videos on YouTube to help you if you would like to do that. The reason you can switch them out is because these EcoTank printers, you manually fill the ink in, and instead of printer ink, we're going to be filling it with the Hiipoo sublimation ink, and it's actually quite easy to do. So on this side of the printer is where you will put the ink. There are little windows where you'll be able to see how much ink you have in your printer. So you first open this up, and there are little lids to each of the colors. And in here you can see which color is supposed to go where. Do not put the wrong colors into the wrong areas or you'll be in trouble. Open up the ink, and it has a tip here that makes it easy for you to insert the ink into the printer. So as you can see, this is cyan, so we're going to put it into the cyan spot. So you just tip it upside down and press down. You can see that the ink is filling up. Gently pull out the ink and put the lid back on. There's still quite a bit left, so this can be used multiple times to keep refilling your printer. Okay, now that we've filled the printer with ink, you can see through each of the windows that the inks are all full. The ink that comes with the printer, you can donate it to somebody else who has an EcoTank printer or just throw it away, but you're not going to need it anymore for this printer. That ink needs to stay far away from the sublimation ink. Once it's been filled with ink, you can follow the instructions on the instruction sheet to get the computer set up to work with your printer. So first, we're going to plug it in. Okay, now that the computer's been plugged in, we can lift up this screen so we can read it a little better and power it on. On the screen, it first wants you to set up your language. So scroll through using the arrow buttons to find the one you want. And then it's asking, do you want to finish setting it up? Yes, we do. This next screen has a QR code to scan so that you can interactively set up your printer using their app. Okay, so the app walks you through every step through the process of getting it set up. It'll prompt you to load ink, but we've already done that, so you can just say yes when it says you loaded the ink. Instead of running regular copy paper through the printer, we're going to use the Hiipoo sublimation paper. This paper looks a lot like copy paper, but it will have a right and a wrong side. The wrong side of the Hiipoo paper is light pink with watermarked logo on it. So on the back of the printer, you open this top and pull out the paper loader, and there's a way for you to adjust to the size of paper. Load your paper into the back of the printer and let the printer do its thing. The printer has gone through the initialization, and that you'll only need to do this first time you run the printer. And as you can see, it's already loaded some of the ink in through the printer because the levels are a little bit lower now. And now we get to do a test to see if we need to adjust anything. Okay, and here it does a test print that you can look over and see if everything looks good. If you need to run it again, then put in a new piece of paper and run it again until everything looks aligned and correct. Okay, so now I'm going to print out an image that I'm going to turn into a project, and I'm excited to show you how well it works. Okay, so when your print comes out, it's not going to look as vibrant as it does on your computer, and that's because sublimation paper, the vibrancy happens once you apply heat to it and put it on your project. So I'm going to turn this into a project and show you how fantastic it turns out. Okay, so here's the shirt that I used that print on. You can see the colors are nice and vibrant and look really great. So compared to the printout. You can see the printout is really light and the project is really bright. So hopefully that makes sense. If you have any questions, leave a comment and I will answer it for you. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial on how to convert an Epson printer into a sublimation printer. To see more details, you can go to artsyfartsymama.com. Bye!